Well, Mr. Horn, disappointed the phone cover that I'd ordered off of eBay. I didn't look at the photographs properly. It's still, the front part of it is not protected properly. So, what did I lighten out? This has arrived. Pete Walker's last film, House of the Long Shadows, with Vincent Price, Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee, Richard Todd, his name I always bloody forget, John Carradine, who was Chetwin Hayes in Monster Club, Sheila Keith, who is dark and sinister and chilling in Pete Walker's Frightmare, and in Pete Walker's House of Whipcord, but Ursula, very funny in that one episode of Never the Twain, as a potential mother-in-law of Oliver Smallbridge. Bloody expensive, more than I would normally pay for it, but monitoring the prices and they simply haven't come down. So Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, Richard Todd, John Carradine, the excellent Sheila Keith, Julie Peasgood, and with a double twist at the end. So this one, even though it's fully available on Dailymotion, unfortunately YouTube is becoming a bit of a pain in the arse for every 20-25 minutes or every 20 minutes pissing advertisement breaks, which some of them you just can't skip. But uninterrupted on Dailymotion, I am pleased to say so. Peter Walker's House of the Long Shadows, from his last film, with a House of the Long Shadows revisited documentary, and audio commentary by author Derek Pickett and director Peter Walker. The three greats together. Nicole, Sheila Keith and Richard Todd.
In the summer of 1982, the four masters of horror, Vincent Price, Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee and John Carradine, came here to Rotherfield Park to film House of the Long Shadows.
I have returned. Allow me to introduce you, Mr. Corrigan. This is Lord Grisbane.
Lord Grisbane.
His sons, Lionel and Sebastian.
Yes, well, yes, Master Alice.
And his charming daughter, Victoria.
I was working on a script at the time, actually, called Deliver Us from Evil, which Michael Armstrong.
Well, a very good documentary, the House of Long Shadows Revisited, interviewed with Pete Walker and showing a clip of them going back, with Pete Walker and Julie Peasgood, back to this lovely house, as used in Forwards in the Funeral, in 2012. And I must say, Julie Peasgood in 2012 hasn't aged at all from when they filmed it in 1982-83. Hasn't aged at all. But Yeah, good documentary. I still don't think it's worth 20 quid, but however, what's done is done. But John Carradine, Desi Arnaz Jr. plays the American author. Apparently, Vincent Price wrote out a recipe for Julie Peasgood in copywriting with a fountain pen. A recipe for chicken using 50 cloves of garlic, and said after it cut you couldn't taste the garlic as much. And he hand wrote it out for Julie Peasgood, who's married, the second marriage, to the son of the actor Richard Pearson, you know, the one who features in the Hammer TV episode 13th Reunion. Really, really good documentary. The House of Long Shadows Revisited. It's quite a lengthy one. Some of it filmed at the house they actually used. Really, really good documentary. Featuring some interviews from the cast.
Very easy to talk to, so I understood everything I had to do. And he would just more or less let you do.
Yeah, good.
Want, you know, your performance to be.
I don't direct actors.
Got to say, Jeff, in all seriousness, secure House of Long Shadows. You'll be paying about 20 quid for it, but it's brand new. It's shrink wrapped, and I've got to say, like on some occasions when it says documentary, you know, you don't get much bang for your buck. Sometimes it's like 10 minutes, sometimes it's 15 minutes. Featurettes, but I've got to say, I don't know how long, cause there was a great big fun mark on it, so it kept on, and it's not Blu-ray, it's DVD. But the documentary on it is at least more than 30-40 minutes long, probably maybe 50 minutes. It features, say, interviews with the cast, probably done at least 10 years ago, some of the interviews. Of course, Desi Arnaz Jr. doesn't look like that now. So there's interviews with the cast, like the couple that played the married couple in the film, Desi Arnaz Jr., some people who were, you know, production crew. But also interspersed with it is Pete Walker, the cinematographer, and Julie Peasgood in 2012 revisited the house where it was filmed entirely on location. I still can't believe that Norman Rosington played the station master with the makeup unrecognisable. Honestly, Jeff, the documentary is fantastic. It shows how the cast looked up and admired John Carradine, Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee and Vincent Price. They all crossed paths with each other over the decades. Obviously, you know, Vincent Price was in the Ten Commandments, which I got rid of that. I prefer the one that Lizzie recommended. The one with Burt Lancaster in. And then the follow-up, so all filmed on location in the area with Robert Powell. Obviously TV series, so it's longer than, well, the Ten Commandments were bloody long, but but there's so much funny stories, and basically they're setting themselves up. Whether or not it's worth what you pay for it, but like I said before, I've monitored these certain films for so long, and at no point have I seen any change in the prices. There's been no fluctuation whatsoever. It's remained steady. Or what you'll see now when you look for it on Amazon or eBay, the prices just have not changed. So now it's a case of seeing, well, I'm not expecting the Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. Apparently it's the uncut version, and I'm expecting Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, and that's it. Oh, that wind.